Of coverage, Nick.
Hi to you, Jeannie, and I want to go to Libération, the left-wing paper, right away, because what we're seeing already here with Sunday's municipal vote, the first round, is a historic success for the far-right National Front and a hammer blow for the socialists there. Libé's front page, Peur sur les villes. How would you translate that, Jeannie?
Fear across the cities.
Well, it's a kind of an alarmist headline, isn't it, almost? It's sort of saying, watch out, French people, there is a danger around the corner, and that could be the Front National, the National Front, taking over certain towns where you live, so that's the message.
That kind of headline isn't so surprising for the left-wing press. What about the right-wing press? What did it have to say today?
Well, Le Figaro, which is the main right-wing paper, has got a picture of François Hollande on its front page with the headline Le désaveu. That translates as disavowal, so a rejection, a punishment for his 2 years in power. It's something that he could have been expecting, because he's one of the most unpopular presidents ever, really, isn't he? Now, that paper, the right-wing paper, saying, yes, this is a defeat for the socialists, but at the same time, the centre-right, the UMP, the previous party in power, must watch out, because the success of the far-right could also erode its fragile gains this coming Sunday when the second round takes place.
Nick, now we looked at the left-wing press, the right-wing press. What about the paper that's thought to be the most neutral, Le Parisien or Aujourd'hui?
Well, Le Parisien aujourd'hui en France is having, again, that picture of Hollande on its front page, looking slightly forlorn. There you can see it, sanctioned, which is translated as reprimanded or punished. Now, one of the inside stories there in that paper is Hello, ici le Titanic. Hello, this is the Titanic, and that actually is about one of the politicians close to François Hollande picking up the phone on Sunday evening at 9 o'clock as the first vote's result came through, basically picking up the phone and saying, hello, the Titanic. So, of course, that mood of this sinking ship that the socialists now are in charge of. Over the next 6 days, what we're going to see a huge amount of politicking as they try and turn this around for them, Jeannie.
Of course, because that second round vote is coming up next weekend. What about the European edition of the Wall Street Journal? Now, it focuses more on Marine Le Pen, the head of the National Front.
It does indeed. This story is getting a lot of coverage worldwide. Look at this front cover of the Wall Street Journal Europe. France tilts to the right with Marine Le Pen, the person who is of interest to people across the world. This is seen in another US publication, The Nation, which has a fascinating piece which is asking, well, has she already won the battle for the soul of France? It's an extraordinary in-depth look at what's going on in this shift in France that we're possibly seeing. And the message there is she has successfully rebranded, she's carried out a makeover, and she's been able to get rid of all the Nazi paraphernalia image that we used to have of Jean-Marie Le Pen's term in power.
Father.
Yeah, exactly, her father. And now she's got a professionalized, young group of politicians at her side, and she's very targeted, very focused. So fascinating. If you're going to read one piece about Le Pen and the Front National, that's one to read.
No, it is an interesting look at the rebranding of the party. What about the other front pages of the international papers?
Well, a lot of the papers are looking at François Hollande, his defeat, and Marine Le Pen's success. But look at this, the front page of The Independent. Neither of them is there. We've got instead Mr. Nicolas Sarkozy, the former president of France, with his wife in sunglasses there by his side as he went to vote on Sunday in Paris. And what do we get? A selfie as well on the front page of The Independent. Not so much tongue-in-cheek, because The Independent's message is very clear. All this wrangling and this latest twist in the tale of French politics, is that actually going to serve Sarkozy well? He is still intent on running in 2017. That's the message from The Independent.
It's true. His Conservatives, the UMP party, didn't do that bad in that first round yesterday. The second round coming up next week. Thank you so much, Nick Rushworth, for that look at what went down yesterday here in that local vote here in France. It's time now for a look at sports. We'll start with all the latest action from French football.